Have you ever noticed how a simple disagreement can suddenly become a major conflict? A small misunderstanding between friends turns into silence for months. A discussion at work becomes an argument. Family members stop speaking to each other over issues that seem insignificant from the outside. Why does this happen? According to the famous author and speaker Dale Carnegie, one of the main reasons is that people want to feel important. This desire exists in every human being. Regardless of age, nationality, education, or social status, people want to feel valued. They want to know that they matter. They want their opinions to be heard, their efforts recognized, and their presence appreciated. There is nothing wrong with this desire. In fact, it is one of the most powerful forces in human nature. From childhood, people seek attention and approval. A child proudly shows a drawing to parents and waits for praise. A student studies hard to earn recognition. An employee works extra hours hoping their efforts will be noticed. An athlete trains for years seeking achievement and respect. The desire to feel important motivates people to learn, create, improve, and achieve. But there is another side to this human need. When the desire for importance becomes excessive, it can create problems. Instead of motivating positive action, it begins to fuel pride, jealousy, selfishness, and conflict. Think about how many arguments are not really about facts or solutions. They are about ego. Two people disagree. Neither wants to admit they may be wrong. Neither wants to appear weak. Instead of solving the problem, both focus on defending their pride. The conversation becomes less about truth and more about winning. This pattern appears everywhere. In families, brothers and sisters argue because each wants their opinion respected. In marriages, disagreements become larger because both partners feel misunderstood or unappreciated. In workplaces, employees compete for recognition and promotions. In politics, leaders struggle for power and influence. In social groups, people seek status and admiration. The same desire exists in every situation, the desire to feel important. History provides countless examples. Many wars have been influenced by leaders seeking glory, prestige, and recognition. Nations have suffered because individuals placed personal importance above the well-being of others. Business scandals have occurred because executives cared more about protecting their reputation than doing what was right. Even today, social media has amplified this desire in new ways. People often measure their worth through likes, shares, comments, and followers. They compare themselves with others and feel disappointed when someone else receives more attention. Instead of appreciating their own lives, they become focused on proving their value to the world. The result is frustration, anxiety, and constant comparison. Yet the problem is not the desire to matter. The problem is looking for importance in the wrong places. Many people spend years chasing recognition, believing that fame, wealth, or popularity will finally make them feel important. But even those who achieve these things often discover that the feeling is temporary. Soon they need more recognition, more attention, and more validation. It becomes a cycle that never truly ends. Real importance is different. Real importance comes from character, contribution, and purpose. It comes from knowing that your actions positively affect the lives of others. A teacher who inspires students is important. A parent who raises children with love is important. A friend who supports others during difficult times is important. A worker who performs their duties with honesty and dedication is important. These forms of importance do not depend on applause or public recognition. They come from making a genuine difference. Unfortunately, many conflicts arise because people confuse importance with superiority. They believe being important means being better than others. They seek admiration rather than contribution. They want attention rather than respect. And when they do not receive the recognition they expect, they become angry, jealous, or resentful. Understanding this truth can transform the way we see human behavior. The next time someone acts arrogantly, constantly seeks attention, or becomes defensive during a disagreement, there may be a deeper reason behind their actions. They may simply be trying to satisfy the same human need that exists in all of us, the need to feel important. Recognizing this does not excuse bad behavior, but it helps us understand it. And understanding people is often the first step toward dealing with them wisely.